Though my life changed again in grade 8. There'd been some home invasions around our neighborhood. People getting shot for their tubes and toasters. Our house hadn't been hit yet, but just in case, my old man bought a .22. Late one night, hanging with Jose and Mario in my garage, doing bumps, talking smack, I heard a crash inside the house. I ran on in and pop, pop, watched my old man cap this nigger trying to steal our tube. The next day, he told me we were moving to Windsor, Canada, where one of his boys from the fatherland had set up a bricklaying company. They'd agreed to hook up as 50-50 business partners. I got the spiel about Canada being safe and clean, Canadians kind and mild. I could live to see 18. I was irked for 2 days, but then I remembered Jose and Mario weren't my real friends anyway. We moved to Windsor in time so that I could start grade 9. I'd expected everyone to be nice, that no one would point out my fucked up face. But I got the same cold stares and chuckles behind my back. I didn't get the rage, just knew that once again I'd have to make an impression. Brent Rice, a senior on the 8-year program, voted least likely to succeed by the graduating class. This barrel-chested white power skinhead met me after school in the park. Like Miami, the park was beside the school, and like Miami, rabid spectators encircled us. This time, instead of doing the dance for 5 minutes, I dove right in and tackled him against a brick concession stand, pressed his face against the wall, scraped it all the way down to the ground. Spatters of blood and chunks of his flesh wedged between the bricks. The scraping bent his nose so that it angled left. This happened 5 years ago. 3 months ago, I saw him downtown. His nose is still bent. I like to make a lasting impression. No one disrespected me again. The myth that Canadians are nicer than Americans, it irks me. In Miami and Windsor, besides my boys, my parents and Sophie, I've never been sure of who likes me and who wants to spill my blood. I have to watch my back at all times. Life is just softer here. None of the hard stuff of Miami. No Colombian coke cartels, few home invasions, carjackings and whatnot. I like it here. I'm never leaving. I can do whatever I want and get away with it. For 3 years now, on the weekends, I've been laying bricks for my old man and his business partner. An apprenticeship. I might take over the company in a few years, build an empire, a bricklaying chain that'll span the continent. Or I might go to university. My old man tells me I have a good skull for business. Whatever I do, I'm going to get rich, though I'll avoid the fakery that goes along with it. My old man did a good job of this. He may not be rich, but he's built quite the sweet life for Mom and me. He left his country behind, but didn't forget his roots. Thing is, in the last 5 years, I've asked him a bunch of times about the fatherland. World War II, Hitler, the Holocaust, but he always dodges the topics. When we moved here, he put up a Canadian and an American flag above our front door. I asked him why he didn't put up a German one. Never mind you! What he did tell me is that if I go to Germany, I won't find one German flag up in any city. That has to be a lie. How can you live with yourself if you're not proud of who you are? My old man once asked me who I am. Part German, part American, part Canadian, all brick.